Yep, this bow is 45 years old.
Tell us about your bow.
Yeah,
You've had that bow for 45 years. Hey, Jungle, what did we just have?
Well, we heard this bull bugling this morning. It was up here. And there was 3 of them bugling now. The other 2 went that way. So we come around down the ridge on the back side of it, got over here where we thought about where he'd be. It was getting late, about 10 o'clock. We went over here and sit up about where we thought he was going to be, and sitting there, Avery put her head on my shoulder. She was ready to have a nap, and all of a sudden she says, we were sitting here calling, and she says, elk, elk. She's laying here like this, and elk. So we sat here and called, and it come up. Well, it's a 5-point. It come up. Well, it come up around there, and then it come over here right underneath us. It stopped right there and 15 yards and raked that tree. And it was here for 10 to 15 minutes. I drew back on it 2 or 3 different times.
It could have been.
Last time I said, even when he was broadside at 15 yards, I said, dead meat. All I got to do is let go of the string. But
yeah, so we called in a 5-point. This is a little bigger 5.
Is that? He was
a little bit bigger 5 than the other 5.
Now we just keep checking our boxes and get the next couple size up, huh?
Yeah, we need a year or 2 older bull. 3 or 4 years older.
Well, good deal. That was fun.
Yep.
Bailey had Bessie on. Bessie was on high alert.
Yep. That's what it's all about.
Fun times. Yeah, he called it. He got about 15 yards. I was videoing, and well, you'll see it in the video. So, anyways.
Then we called him in again.
Yeah, we called him in again over here.
After he took
But
off.
the Jungle's Giant Outdoor Man-Tyler-Style elk call mixture with Bessie and some elk piss is all recipe for success. Okay, transition out.
Okay. Well, it's day, I don't know how many. We've been out quite a few times. We've been hunting pretty hard the last couple of days. Had a pretty nice, real pretty bull, 6-point bull on a ridge back over here, hanging away. And he was on the move pretty early, pushing about 10 cows. So we went up to try to cut him off. He crossed ahead of us, and I think he bugled. I think I heard him bugle twice while he was pushing these cows. Went back on him again last night. We thought he was going to come out. Nothing. It was just about prime time where we thought he was going to come out, and another hunter come walking out of the trees. So there's a little bit of hunting pressure in here too. Seen a few smaller bulls, 5-point, raghorns. They're not talking. There's one small 5-point that he's got. He's had about 10 cows for 2 weeks. Not a bit of money that he wouldn't have kept them that long, but they're just not in the rut yet.
We're gonna stay persistent.
Oh yeah, you gotta stay persistent, because when they start, it's like turning on a switch.
You gotta be in position to do it.
Well, we're not giving up. Every day should start getting better. There's supposed to be a cold front coming in here in 2 or 3 days, so hopefully that helps. I mean, the cows, are supposed to come into heat by the sun's rays and shortness of daylight same time every year, but the bulls, when it's hot like this, they just
56 degrees is.
Yeah, it was 57 this morning when we left the house.
Yeah, it's too warm.
But, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we did see a group of about 8 cows up here.
Yeah, 8 cows right up there this morning. I'm not sure there was a bull with them, but we didn't see him. Boy, they sure are quiet.
Yeah, well,
it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen till the next segment.
Yeah, tonight, John.
You might recognize this 5-point bull from our first video. We've called this bull in multiple different times on multiple different days. Jungle's had multiple opportunities at this little 5-point, but it's always fun to call these little bulls in close. It never gets old.
The bulls are still just not talking. And we've got a little cold front coming through, and I hope that changes things. We heard 3 or 4 of them bugling yesterday, but I haven't heard nothing today. We're right here, this little clearing right now where we called in that spike 2 or 3 days ago. When we come up here this morning, got to the edge and I could hear something right below me there. So I cow called a couple of times, and so I took a couple steps aside and it took off, a little raghorn 5-point. So then we walked around. Yesterday morning down on the other trail we seen a big bull and a bunch of cows up high up here. So we was going in on them, and I mean that bull, he won't say a word, and he's got his cows to train to stay quiet too. Cause then we were going to go in on him, see if we get him this morning. We got around there and jumped that 5-point bull again. And then we went on around and sit down. We've been sitting there for a while. We're just trying to see if we could hear where that big bull and these cows were. But I mean, his cows won't even make a sound. But Vern needed to cough, and he told me to bugle to cover his sound of his cough. So I freaking bugled while he coughed. As I got done, we could hear sticks popping behind us. So we stopped, looked up, here comes that little 5-point again. We called him in, I don't know, 25 yards about 5 different times.
5 to 6 different times.
Yeah, but yeah, if only it'd have been bigger. It's colder this morning, and it's supposed to get cold, real cold tonight, so maybe that'll flip a switch and then bulls will start bugling, but I don't know.
We'll stay after it. We're having fun.